Hello, every pony. It's your boy, Devilish Dick here with another Barony class guide. Last time I taught you the fine arts of brewing, but this time I'll be teaching you how to get in touch with your inner beast and properly play the shaman. This is probably my favorite class in the game, as it allows you to do just about everything to some capacity, save for the more unique mechanics. You will have a rough start, but by the midpoint of the game, you will be an unstoppable mage with an assortment of goons to back you up. Just like the Brewer, this is a DLC class and must be purchased separately from the base game. You will find this class in the Legends and Pariahs pack. The main mechanic of the Shaman is shape-shifting. When you start the game, you will have 4 innate spells on your hotbar, each of which is a different form. At first, you will only be able to use the rat form, but as you level up, the others will unlock. Let's start with the rodent. The rat form will give you a major boost to your dexterity, making you extremely fast, provided you aren't LARPing as a pack mule. While in rat form, you gain the Detect Food and Speed spells. Detect Food will mark any food items on the map with a yellow dot, and Speed will increase you and your party members' running speed for a short amount of time. The rat form is best for scouting out the map while avoiding combat, but you can recruit other rats to take some damage for you, which I strongly recommend. The second form you unlock is the spider form. This is a major upgrade from the rat form for a variety of reasons. Rather than getting a dex boost, you get boosts to your perception and strength, making the spider form more viable for head-on encounters. While in spider form, you get the poison and web spray spells. Poison can be good if you don't have a normal damage spell like Force Bolt, as it still does damage on hit. Web spray will make you shoot out 3 blobs of a web in front of you. Any target hit is slowed and will take knockback when hit. This is useful because as a spider, your limbs cannot grasp a shield, so the web spell makes up for this by sending any threat away from you, as long as you hit them, of course. Now, the main reason you want to play the Shaman, the all-powerful Troll form. As a Troll, you have lowered dexterity and perception, but you gain a huge buff to your strength. Basically, you're blind and slow, but anything that approaches you will get fucking annihilated. You, of course, also have some spells unique to the Troll form. First is Troll's Blood, which increases the amount of HP you and your party regenerate, assuming you play with Hunger on. Second is Power Strike, which will make you rear back your head and do an insanely powerful melee attack to whatever is in front of you. This attack is so powerful that it will dig the wall in front of you, so you basically have a more expensive dig spell. The final and most interesting spell the Troll gets is Fear. When you cast Fear, the target will only be able to target you, but they cannot attack and will slowly back away. You basically just give them the Goku stare while your allies get some free hits in. The final form you will unlock as a Shaman is the Imp form. The main benefit of this class is a huge boost to your intelligence stat, as well as the power of flight. The spells you get are kinda lackluster. You get Lightning, which is a good damage spell, but it isn't really special. And you get Elemental Focus, which, while channeled, will increase the damage of Fireball, Cold, Lightning, and Magic Missile. So that Lightning spell you have just got a little bit better. I honestly mainly just use this form for flight, since you fly kinda slowly, and I prefer the Chadgar playstyle of the Troll form. Oh, and you can also wield magic staffs while in Imp form. The Shaman is kind of weird when it comes to items. You start with a poison staff, 3 rocks, a bronze sword, an enchanted feather, and a shaman mask. The best thing here is the mask, which doubles the amount of MP you regenerate while transformed. The rocks are decent throwing weapons, and the sword is certainly there. I would recommend playing it safe until you can get some armor, but when you can, just put on whatever, it doesn't really matter. You will level up so much that iron armor should be doable by the time you reach the swamp. The best weapon to get is probably Sharor, seeing as it gives a passive mana regen buff and is the most common of the artifacts to appear. Durnwin is also good, but seems to be a lot rarer. Parashu and Gungnir are... well, I mean, they are options. Other than that, just try to get a decent ring, some decent armor. You definitely want the Sphinx's Veil and the Genie's Brace, though. Most of the time, you're going to be transformed, so what items you do get doesn't really matter as much as it would normally. What does matter, though, is the fact that you start the game with an enchanted feather, allowing for the inscribement of any blank scrolls you happen upon. The best scrolls to make would be enchant armor and enchant weapon. Maybe mix in some repair scrolls here and there, too, just to keep your shit in tip-top shape. The rest of this is just some general things you'll want to know that don't fit in the previous categories. For one thing, I wouldn't recommend choosing Goblin as your race when you play Shaman. This may sound contradictory, as the Shaman is the signature class for the Goblin race, but trust me, I have my reasons. The main thing is goblins can't learn new magic, so if you play a goblin shaman, you will have to rely completely on your form spells, which I get is the gimmick, but this does not allow you to exercise the true power that the shaman can achieve. Instead, choose human, or if you want to completely destroy the game, choose vampire. See, there's a little bit of cheese you can do with that race. Before you you go into the dungeon, spam levitate until you're just about out of mana, then transform into a rat and wait on your mana to regenerate. The shaman mask will double your mana regen while in rat form, so it won't take very long. Turn back into your normal form and repeat. After about 15 minutes, you will have maxed out your magic and casting skills, so you can abuse your free force bolts as much as you want. Another very smart thing to do would be to make a troll army. As soon as you unlock the troll form, do all that you can to not kill any trolls you run into. Instead, transform into a troll and recruit them. Having a team of 3 bodyguards is very helpful, especially early on. If you can keep them alive and let them kill things for XP, they can prove to be very reliable assets to your adventure. And that is a shaman, absurdly good in single player and very helpful in multiplayer. You can be a tank, a scout, a mage, or even a bug if you so wish. You can just get over that hurdle of the beginning, grab some gear and get some levels, you'll be on your way to the liches in no time. Like and subscribe for more Barony content, it'll come eventually. And if you are a regular peruser of E621, please, get some help.